Hello YouTube family, and welcome to another episode of This and That. Yes, it is your boy Rosie, your soon to be #1 YouTube host. Alright family, what we're about to do, matter of fact, let me give you a little background. Lady Red and I, occasionally, we like a really good, tender, fried rib. There's only 2 places in the local area that we can get them from. One place opens occasionally, the other place is about a 20-minute, 30-minute drive. So we can get good fried ribs, but she challenged me. Lady Red asked me, do I think I can cook a good fried rib so we can save us from having to drive 20 to 30 minutes one way or taking a chance on a restaurant that may or may not be open. Challenge accepted. Alright family, now there's all type of fried rib videos on YouTube, but what's going to make this one a little bit different is, Lady Red asked me, she said, what do you think about boiling your ribs first to see if that will make them more tender? So once you fry them, you can just sink your teeth into that thing and almost eat the freaking bone. So you know, everything with me, there has to be a competition or a challenge. So what we're going to do is, yesterday, I took the membrane off of my ribs already, and I put them into a dill seasoning and salt marinade. That's all. I didn't use buttermilk. I didn't use anything else. I just used dill seasoning to help tenderize them and help infuse just a little bit of that dill seasoning flavor that I love. So what we're going to do is, we have 2 separate. I cut the ribs in half. We're going to take one half. We're going to cut them up into riblets. We're going to drop them in the boiling water, and we're going to let them boil 20 to 30 minutes. The other one, we're just going to go straight from the dill seasoning. We're going to flour them. We're going to put a little bit of cornstarch in our flour. We're going to season our flour. Then we're going to baste these with some mustard. Bind them with a little mustard. And then from there, we're going to drop them in some hot grease. We're going to take the same pan that we're going to boil them in. We're going to dump the water out. That way I don't have a bunch of cleanup. We're going to dump them in some grease, and we're going to be using cheap vegetable oil. So we're going to dump them in the vegetable oil. We're going to fry them up, probably about 10 minutes or so, and we'll see what Lady Red thinks. All right, family, let's go ahead and cut these up, get them in the boiling water, and wait for the end result. All right, family, y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, family, while we're waiting on that to finish boiling, it's got about 10 more minutes. Let's go ahead and get all our ingredients mixed up, added up, plussed up, multiplied, and ready to go. All right, fam, we're going to take about, if we can get it open, we're going to take about, this is a 1.5 cups. That should be about enough. Matter of fact, these are some pretty big ribs. Tell you what, let's go 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Hell, why not we just make it 3? Hell, get on in there. Boom. Ooh, that was generous. 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour, shall we? Boom. All right, let's go ahead and set that aside. Now, I've always been told, if you want something extra crispy, you want to add a little bit of cornstarch. Never been a real fan of it, but they say it works. So for these purposes, we're going to add, say that much, a couple of tablespoons of cornstarch. All right, set that aside. Now, if you've been around the game for a minute, you know you always season your flour. Your flour is on top of whatever you're frying, whether it be chicken, fish, ribs, whatever. So you're going to season your flour. I, of recent, have become a fan of Tony Chachere's and your original Cajun season Slap Your Mama. Now, if you want to add a little kick to it, you'll get that hot and spicy Slap Your Mama. Now that adds a little kick. But since I am entertaining guests, my wife and my mother-in-law, we're gonna go just a little light, and we're gonna go with our regular slap your mama. Boom. I've never read the ingredients on either one of these to see what's in them, whether it's the same, whether it's different. I just know through experimenting, mixing the two together gives me a flavor that I really like and enjoy. All right, fam, little pro tip. If that flour, if you can't see any seasoning in that flour, you haven't seasoned it enough. So let's go a little bit more. And I'm just eyeballing this, as you can tell. Boom. All right, fam. You can see a little seasoning in there. Now, another pro tip. You want to taste your flour. That might not be enough. We can go a little harder. There we go. All right, fam. Woo-hoo. You can always tell when Rose has been cooking, baby. All right, fam. We're going to go ahead and cut this off. I think it's boiled long enough. We're going to go ahead and get our grease going. We're going to dump this water out, get our grease going, get it up hot, and then we're going to drop the boiled ribs in first. You know what? Let's go ahead and drop these in first since they're already ready to go. We'll go ahead and get these floured up and seasoned up, and then we'll drop those in last. We'll keep them separate, and then we'll do our taste test to see which one is more tender. All right, family, y'all stand by. We'll be right back. Ooh, what a mess. All right, family, we're going to put some mustard on these as a binder, but I believe the Dale seasoning on these are a good enough binder, but in the essence of fairness, we'll go ahead and put mustard on all of them as a binder. That way there's no cheating, there's no tenderness, misrepresentation, or anything of that nature. So we'll go ahead and put a little mustard on these and we'll rub it in. Now, one thing that we didn't take note of, and I probably should have mixed these up a little better, this is your thicker side of the rack of ribs. So this is probably gonna be a little less tender, but I'm telling y'all that Dale seasoning, and I have never read the ingredients on it as well, but it tenderizes these things just like buttermilk or anything else. Plus it infuses that flavor. And to me, Dale seasoning has somewhat of a smoky flavor, and I love what it does to meat. I don't care whether it's fish, poultry, ribs, whatever. Ever since I've been introduced to that stuff, I can't get enough of it. I'm thinking about adding it in my coffee in the morning time. That's how much I love that stuff. All right, family, I can hear that grease sizzling. It's coming up to speed. So we're gonna go ahead, and like I said, I'm gonna be true to my word. We're gonna go ahead and dump these Dale seasoned, unboiled, parboiled, or pre-boiled ribs into the grease first. Make sure this is hot. Take a little flour, drop it in. Not yet. Give it a few more minutes. All right, family, y'all stand by. All right, fam. You know what I almost forgot to do? I seasoned the flour, but y'all almost let me forgot to season. I was about to stick these in without seasoning them, y'all. Woo! But I still believe they would have been good with the seasoning on the flour. But that's just Big Daddy. That's what I believe. I have to believe that because I was about to make a mistake. And if I don't believe that, that means I don't believe in myself. And one thing is for sure, if y'all been around the channel for a minute, y'all know Big Daddy believes in Big Daddy. Whether I'm making mistakes, doing it right, whether I'm creating, inventing, I believe in me some Big Daddy, y'all. Whoo! You better ask somebody. Yes, sir. I normally add pepper to all my seasoning, but I did not bring the black pepper out, so we're going to go without black pepper today. All right, fellas, let's check that. Oh yeah, we are ready to fry. All right, baby. First batch going in. Boom, 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 boom. I should have already had this floured up because I don't like dropping them in a minute or 30 seconds after each other. Let's go ahead and get some of these going. All right, y'all. Here goes nothing. Woo-woo. One thing I have not decided, lid on or lid off. I think I'm gonna leave the, for this exercise, I think I'm gonna leave the lid off. I don't know. That lid on to me seems to create more moisture. It kind of pumps that moisture back into it. So let's go ahead and we're gonna take that our dome, our world famous dome. I wonder, can I get all these in there? That way we do one whole batch and one whole batch. I don't have to do 3 batches. We're gonna make it do what it do, baby. Woo! They'll shrink up just a little bit. Sit down in there nicely. All right, let's go ahead and put this melting dome on. Boom. Let's go ahead and change gloves, shall we? All right, fam, now that we're done with this one, we can go ahead and wash it out. I'm gonna put some paper towel in the bottom so when we pull these out, they can absorb some of that grease. Be right back. All right, family. It's been about 12 minutes, and oh my goodness. Woo. Bam. Booyah. Thumbnail. Ha ha. Woo. Look at there, look at there. Now these will be cooling off while batch number 2 goes in. Oh yeah, baby. I can't wait for Lady Red to sink her teeth into one of these. Yeah, y'all sit right there and behave while your brothers in crime go in to the hot grease probe. Boom. All right, fam, here goes. Now remember, these are thinner and they were boiled. I gotta make sure I keep these separated, which I'll know which ones are which, because these big fat daddies right there are the ones that did not get boiled. Oh yeah, all these are going in no problem at all. Boom. Woo. All right, fam, we're gonna cover these up and let them go for about 12 minutes or so until they reach 160 degrees or so, 5 degrees carryover. Family, y'all stay tuned, stand by, all of that. We'll be right back. All right, fam, it's been about 12 minutes, so we're going to pull one of these now, and we're going to test it, and we want that to be about 157, 158, because the carryover on the other ones was about 10 degrees. I think when they finally settled out, they were at about 174, 175. So 165 is good. So 167, 168 I'm happy with. So let's go ahead and pull one of these and let's test it and see if it is about 157, 158. All right, one of my batteries are low. Yep, we're already at 170. I know some of that's hot grease, but we're gonna go ahead and pull those while they are golden brown, baby. Yes, sir. Go ahead and cut this off. Wow, look at that golden perfection, y'all. They look better than the first batch. The first batch is a little darker. Woo, woo. Cannot wait to do my taste test. That is my boiled. That's my not boiled. Let's go ahead and let that cool off just a half dab. I tell you what, since this one has been sitting out for about 5 minutes or whatever, it's already cool. By the time I finish chewing on this one, it should be cool as well. All right, fam, here goes. Bam. And I accidentally touched some of that mustard with this one. Ho, ho, ho. Not a bad touch. Oh, by the way, if I didn't say it during the video, when you put your mustard on these as a binder, you don't taste any mustard once you cook it. But I added the mustard. There was a little bit here in the corner, and this one fell into the mustard. Not a bad touch. Fried ribs with mustard, y'all. Bam. Y'all see what's happening right here? Stand by. Little bit salty. I'm not sure if that is the Tony Chachere's or the Slap Your Mama. I think that's your Slap Your Mama, because I think it's a little more salty. So in the next video when I do this, I also want to do the same experiment in the Big Easy. I want to cook some ribs in the Big Easy and see how they come out and see that they compare to these deep fried ribs. All right, fam, here goes. Now this is the boiled rib. Let me cool that off a little bit. Slap your mama. I don't think they're any more tender, but I think the fact that I pulled them out of the grease a little early and let that carry over work, oh my goodness. Bam. I don't think Lady Red is gonna have to go 20 miles ever again for fried ribs. Unless of course I'm tired, lazy, fishing, sleeping, working on a vehicle, or doing something else. But family, if y'all enjoyed this video, oh my goodness, y'all know what to do. Y'all give your boy a thumbs up. Y'all see I went all out for y'all. I dressed up, I got my settings all right, I got everything laid out. I think it was a pretty smooth video if I say so myself. So family, if y'all enjoyed this video, y'all give your boy a thumbs up, and I will catch y'all in the next video. It's your boy Rosie. Peace. Mm.